All right, hey guys, Jason here. We are going to dive into this a little bit here and talk today. While we're driving, we're actually on our way to go make a few videos, go up to the Vaden group and hit 2 or 3 dealerships there and just see what we can find, kind of a free-for-all, nothing planned, just go see what I can come up with there. And then we're going to go out and scout a new area that's over here that I'm looking at for some deer hunt and stuff. So that's the plan for today. But while we're driving here, I got this mounted on a selfie stick right here, set on the console so I can kind of hold it and angle it a little bit. But we're going to cover Q&A session that you guys have had about, car buying deals. So getting your truck buying deals, whatever it is, but getting your truck deals. First one, the one I get more than anything. My dealership, are you kidding me? Oh. I just got him to get over and now he's coming right back. This guy's just throwing dirt like crazy and driving me nuts here. These people here are insane to deal with sometimes. But, so dealerships that don't deal, okay, we talk about this a lot. We hear this a lot from you guys. No dealership in my area will ever give a deal. All the dealerships around me are charging MSRP. Nobody will budge on the prices. That's probably true. In every vehicle I've had to buy, and all my trucks I bought since I started, it's been probably 15 years since I went from just being your average buyer to where I was getting really good deals. I always had to chase him down. I could never get him. Now, I lived in Michigan at the time, could never get a good deal in Michigan. Never, under any circumstances, could I get a great deal in Michigan. Always had to go to Ohio, I had to go to Illinois, and I had to go to Maryland in order to get those good deals. I could not get them in Michigan, and I also got them in Kentucky. But I could not get them in Michigan under any circumstances. And so when I hear people say, and now that I'm in Georgia, I have bought, between me, my wife, my daughter, my son-in-law, and my dad, we bought, 7 vehicles, 8 vehicles, maybe 8 since we've been in Georgia, and not one of them have I been able to buy. Well, one exception. We did get my stepdad's Toyota Sienna van from Franklin that you see me at all the time, Franklin Toyota. Other than that, and we bought my daughter's her Buick Envista from Kyle Durant's in Claxton. But for most part, we've had to travel for everything. Okay, especially if I'm trying to work really good deals or fight things, I can't get them locally. So if I can't, you probably can't either. Now, interestingly enough, the places that I go to get the better deals, they got to be local for somebody. So some people are getting good deals locally, but me, I've never been able to. You, if you're saying you can't, you probably can't. But there's no reason to not go expand your wings. Like Mark Dodge, for example, the amazing Mark Dodge experience. Okay, it is an experience. You call them up, you look at their website, you see the prices. Boom, done. Deals are phenomenal, prices are phenomenal, life is good. You call them up, you say, hey, I want to buy one of these, but I live here. They say, great. We can either ship it to you, or you can jump on a plane. We'll pick you up from the airport in Houston, and we'll drive you over here. You get your new truck, and you drive it home. Which would you like us to do for you? Boom, done. That easy. Okay, and then you do it either way. Or you do like we did. We took a road trip out there. I was trading in my Gladiator. They'll do your trade appraisal right over the phone with a few, text them a few pictures, your mileage, the year, and some information, VIN number, and within a half hour, they'll get back to you and they'll tell you what they're going to give you on your trade-in. And it's legit. It's a done deal. You buy the whole vehicle in 10 minutes on a Zoom meeting and DocuSign. You're done. It's over. If you're putting a deposit down, you wire it to them right there. They give you all the information. Super simple. It is a 15-minute buying process. Then you show up, and like I said, they'll pick you up right from the airport, and they'll take you right there, grab your car, drive it home. Life is good. You are not bound by your local dealerships anymore under any circumstances. People fear that, but it is so far from the truth today. Next question you guys hit me with a lot here. Hang on. This one, I love this, okay? Me personally, I don't get as good a deals as the people in your comments do. Seems like they're better at this than you are. You're right. I am not that great at it. I know how to do it. I've done some phenomenal deals, and there was a time in my life where I would nickel and dime and chase every penny to get the absolute best deal I could, and I have some of them even being 46% off MSRP. Think about my Jeep Renegade, my 2019 Renegade that I got. That was a sticker price of $26,500, and I got it for $16,800 out the door with taxes and everything included. And I fought for a month straight to make that happen and worked so many deals. I was so proud of that vehicle. Okay, my camper, $39,000 price on that camper at Camping World, and I ended up getting it for $20,800 out the door. Out the door, taxes and everything included. Very proud of that deal there too. My 2019 Ram, $2,500, $68,000 MSRP. We got it for $51,000 out the door. Okay, again, I've done some amazing deals. Now, I don't chase them as hard. Okay, I get tax write-offs and things like that are huge benefits. And now I do get good deals. I'm not going to not get a good deal, but I'm not going to also chase and nickel and dime and try to get that extra $500 here and $500 there. my time is more valuable. There's also a reason why I do not offer car buying services for people anymore or at all, other than family, is because I don't have the time or the energy to mess with this stuff sometimes. I just want it done. And like, could I have done better on this Ram, this 2500 Power Wagon? Could I have probably done better than Mark Dodge on this? Yeah, maybe by $1,000, maybe by $1,500 max. But it was worth it to show you that buying experience. And honestly, I will take that buying experience over saving $1,000 and dealing with some of the other dealerships. It was worth it, hands down. So yes, there are definitely people that can do much better deals than I can, and I am so glad there is. The better deal you get, there's nobody that's going to be more happy for you getting an incredible deal than what I am. Okay, I love hearing about that and love seeing it happen. But for those of you guys that, you don't get as good a deal as everybody else does in your comments, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm 100% all right with that. I have nothing to prove. I'm quite happy with the deals I get. And if you haven't noticed by now, when I want a truck, I buy it and I have it right away. Okay, I'm not, my days like with that Renegade and with that Ram where I'm going to ride this stuff out for a month or even weeks and figure this out and keep working it and come back and do all this and then analyze it and put all this time and effort into it. Again, to get that extra $1,000 or extra $1,500, I just don't have the time anymore. I'm like, I want a new truck. Boom, I got a new truck. It's that easy. And I do still get very good deals. So I'm not complaining about it. Next one on our list here. Buy rate, sell rate. Man, I cannot believe that people still, not as an insult, I don't say this, but I cannot believe that people still don't understand how common this is and how this is being used. But buy rate and sell rate, I have done a few videos on it specifically. But buy rate is when you are going to buy your car and you're going to finance it through the dealership. Buy rate versus sell rate is the rate that the bank tells the dealer they will give you for your car, say 5%. Then the dealer comes back and tells you that they will give it to you for 7.5%. That is, the bank told the dealer the buy rate, 5%. The dealer tells you the sell rate, 7.5%. You say okay to 7.5%. The dealer then calls the bank when the deal is done and says, hey, you told us 5%, we got it for 7.5%. You owe us 2.5% of the $65,000. Cut my check now and send it to me. And the bank says, for sure, we'll do that. We'll give you those couple grand because you just made this customer pay us an additional $6,000 in interest over the life of their loan. So we're happy with that. So you see how bad that buy rate and sell rate is? It makes the dealer an extra $1,500 to $2,000 on each transaction, but you as a customer will pay thousands of dollars in extra interest for that dealership to make a measly $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 on that deal. He will quietly screw you and let you pay thousands in extra interest. That's how disgusting buy rate and sell rate is. And it happens everywhere. How do you beat buy rate and sell rate? Watch those videos. Search it. Search buy or search sell rate on my channel, and they will pop up. Again, there are many of them out there for you, and we're already 9 minutes into this video. But that is the biggest scam tactic that is played by dealerships. And a lot of them will say too, they'll chime in on these videos and they'll say, it's not a scam tactic. We all got to make money somehow. Yeah, I know. You got to keep the lights on in the plane hangar, and keep aviation fuel lined up for the dealership owner and his jets, and the BS stuff that we have going on. And every car dealership and finance manager has to have a Porsche 911. It's mandatory, right? It's a status thing. You got to have it. Point being that they are scamming you every way they can, and this is one that hurts really bad, is the buy rate, sell rate. And it's disgusting because they are willing to cheat you so that you pay thousands of extra money to a bank just so that the bank will give them a $1,500 check. It's disgusting. Absolutely the most disgusting thing in the whole entire industry, yet today they say it's normal business practices. All right, next one, cash versus you hear this a lot. Okay, you go to the dealership, you're all excited to buy, you work a good deal, and then you tell them you're paying cash. They say no, listen, here's how this works. You either get the good deals or you get the good deals and the discounts and you finance it, or you pay cash and you don't get those. Okay, those are your only options. It doesn't work that way. And you're like, wait, whoa, I don't understand. It has to, again, do with the buy rate and sell rate. But many dealerships will not give you the deals if you are paying cash. And yet we hear it in the comments all the time, always pay cash, always pay cash. If somebody's telling you always pay cash, it's because they probably are not doing very well on the dealing aspect. Because most dealers will not let you pay cash and get the good deals. You're not getting 20% off and paying cash for it. I've never heard of that happening. Maybe you have, but I personally have never heard of it, and I've never seen it. Usually it's one or the other. So what do? You finance it. You take the deals and you finance it, and then you refi or pay it off a few months later and get rid of the whole deal that way. That is your smartest thing you can do, and it's like a big middle finger to the bank, and also probably to the dealer. If you pay it off fast enough, they probably won't get their check either, and it's like a ha. But you have to watch some manufacturers that are doing this, where they're like, you can get $5,000 in discounts from the manufacturer, or you can get or you get $5,000 discounts, or you can get 0% financing. You can't have one. You can't have both. It's one or the other. There's always games to be played. If that's the case, me personally, you got to weigh the math and see what's going to work for you. Me personally, what I would do is I would take the discounts and use those discounts stacked on top of whatever deals I can work, and then I would actually take that, and then I would turn around and I would refinance it by putting a huge sum of cash down on there, and I would win both ways. But you got to figure out what's going to be best for you and how you want to work that deal. What else do I got on here real quick? Let's take a look here. How often do I walk away from dealers? Excellent question. So I am not anymore the kind of guy who is going to play these walk and call games. Okay, again, I just don't have the time or the energy. I'm buying multiple cars. I buy a car every single year, basically a truck every year for me or for Tina or whatever it is, and I just don't have the patience for the stupid games no more. I really don't. But when he says so, what they mean by that is walk away. So you walk into a dealership, you tell them what they want, they say, no, we can't do that. And you say, great, fine, sorry, and you walk out the door. And then you wait for them to call, because they always call. And then they're going to call and say, no, come back in. We're begging you. Please buy this vehicle from us. Please. We'll meet your terms. We'll give you our second-born child. This is the way the internet makes it sound. And often they are correct. The dealership will call you back and try to renegotiate. I don't have time and energy to wait on that. I don't play that game anymore. When I buy a car, I'm buying a car in 4 hours. What I mean by that is when I decide, okay, today's the day I'm buying one, I start making phone calls in the morning, and usually by that afternoon, I'm on my way to pick it up, or the deal is done and I'm picking up in the morning. I don't play these, give them 3 days, give them a week, they'll call you back. It's not my world. I don't have the time or energy or interest in doing it. With that said, I walk from 99% of my deals. But the problem is I've already bought something before I give them a chance to even get back to me. When I say walk, I mean I call them up and say, hey, here's where I'm at. Here's what I'm looking for. I buy a new car every year. I understand the game, and I'm just telling you, I want to save your time and my time. I need this truck out the door, OTD, out the door price. I need it to come in at $51,500. If you can do that, I sign right now. I'll give you a deposit over the phone, and I come and buy it. If you can't, I move on to the next one. So go talk to your service or to your sales manager. I know that this is more than you can personally do. No offense, I get it, but go talk to your sales guy or manager, see what he says, and see if he wants to move this truck today. If he does, let me know. Let me know either way, because I am curious, and that will influence how I choose to, what dealerships I choose to call in the future on where I want to buy from, based on the response that I'm going to get from you. But just know that I'm buying it today at the first one that hits this number. And let me know. Thanks. Have a great day. It's just so much easier than the games. And so for me, that's it. Now when he calls back and says, you said you wanted it for 51.5, best we're going to do is 54.5. But I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Thank you tremendously. Hang on, we got stuff going on here. There we go. It's like, thank you tremendously. Great. Oh, hang on, we got more stuff even going on. Hang on. Traffic jam ups. There we go. There's that Hyundai plant though right there. For those of you guys that are wondering, that is that Hyundai plant that they just built in Georgia by Savannah. What a big beast of a plant right there. So I am walking, and I tell them, no, thank you, doesn't work, and I'm going to walk. So I walk I'm only buying from one place. So realistically, if it takes me 8, 10, 15 calls, then I'm walking from 7, 9, 14 of those deals, I'm actually walking away. So that's kind of how that's going to fit in and how that category is going to come together. So stuff to think about. On that one, let me see if I got anything else on my list. I think we got one more. Online deals are fake. Okay, we hear this one a lot. Online deals are fake. They are not fake. They are just not easy. I don't understand why people assume that because somebody else gets a deal, they get a deal. We see it in the comments all the time. Somebody will say, I bought this I got a Colorado Trail Boss for $36,000. Everybody's like, where? Like they're going to just call up and get the same deal. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Where did you get that at? I want the same one. It does not work like that. So just because a deal online, you might say, you might call them up and say, hey, I see you got this Colorado online for $37,000 for this Trail Boss. I want that, please. Let me know when I can come pick it up. Like, oh, you don't qualify for this and this and this. And then you're like, see, these are fake numbers. And you hang the phone up. No. You have to learn to negotiate, and you got to learn how to play the game. If it was easy, everybody could do it. It's not supposed to be easy, and I'm very grateful that it is not easy, because if everybody got the same deals that I can get or that other people that are willing to work for it can get, then there is no benefit. That participation trophy means that everybody is back to square one. What's the point of a deal if it's not a deal because everybody gets the deal, making the deal square one? I don't get it. So yes, those deals online can be had. Yes, you have to work for them. Yes, you have to educate yourself a little bit on how to make that happen. Yes, you have to read the room and know how to play the games and how to work things. Yes. Timing is involved. All these things are part of the deal. You have to get this down. Sorry, I keep pulling my thing down because I don't want it hitting my mic. Keep my seatbelt, keep sliding up to where my mic is. But you have to put all this stuff into real world. And these deals are there for you, but you don't just give it to you. This world, in the car buying world, there are no participation trophies. There are no everybody's equal. There is none of that, oh, we don't keep score. No. This is a thing where you get good at it and you do it well. Otherwise, you don't do well and you do mediocre and you climb the ladder till you can do well with it. This is how it works. Some people don't want that. And they come back and they say, that's why I only buy Teslas, because the Tesla buying experience is where it's at. I can order it online in an hour and have it show up. Yeah, but so does everybody else, and you're all at ground zero and you have no resale value bought into your vehicle. Therefore, it's worthless. You are at the same point as everybody else. That would be the worst buying model in the world, in my opinion. But you can technically do that. You can go to every dealership has an online thing, and you can go online, click it, look at the sales they're offering, and hit select, add to cart, buy it, talk to the lady on the phone and give her your information, and next thing you know, it's yours. So you can buy it that way. But for those of us that are willing to deal, willing to put the effort in and do the work, don't rain on our parade. We earn these deals, and the online deals are legit if you know how to play the game and work them. If you don't, learn. That's it. No participation trophies here. Questions, comments on any of this stuff, anything you got, put it down below. We'll do more of these, but it's that time of year now where I'm driving a lot more for hunting trips and going places, stuck in stupid traffic jams like we are right now, where we're jammed up for no apparent reason, but gives me time to do a couple of these things. So questions, comments, put them below, and we'll make some more. Thanks for watching.